Fuck, I remember seeing, like, I think it was Akira on Laserdisc, and I'm like, that was when you're used to VHS, right? And you see that shit, and you're like, wow, it's
No. One of my buddies online, like one of the other major collectors that I talked to, has the Japanese Akira on the fucking magnetic cartridge. It was like reel to reel, but it was a big giant cartridge you shoved in. It's after Laserdisc, but it's before like the super video CDs and everything.
What? I need to Google this.
It's basically reeled. It's like, imagine a giant cassette tape, but for video, like reel to reel video.
What do you think it's called? Like, do you have
Technology Connection on YouTube has a video about it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
magnetic tape?
I'm back, but what the fuck are you two talking about?
We're having a discussion about dead video formats.
Oh.
I found it. It's a fucking big cassette tape.
Right, it's like a giant cassette tape, but for video.
You mean that they actually released shit on this format?
Yes, it was very rare, like very little things, but it stuck around in Japan, from what I understood. I've never actually seen this thing, but he says like he has the Japanese Akira like on this, and I'm like, that must look absolutely amazing for like an SD. It's like actual film inside, like not a fucking digital anything. It's fucking film.
That's something I would love to own. We were talking about like, yeah, I'm gonna show you here. So this was like video CD. That was like back after VHS, but before DVD, when it was a thing. Like it's fun. It's fun. And I need to go and oh shit. If I go and get the Sprite, I need to do this, otherwise I'm gonna make a blunder.
Are you not wearing pants?
He's not wearing pants.
I am not gonna say anything to that statement.
Are you at least
He's not wearing
wearing
pants.
underwear? Because then I don't care.
Yes, I am wearing underwear.
Well, I don't care then.
But I'm too shy in front of
What? I mean, I'm all like, hey, how's it going? Except, I mean, I'm wearing gym shorts, so nothing to see. He was marveling at my hairy legs when I was picking my toes last night when we were getting drunk. He's like, God damn, you're a gorilla! I'm like, yep.
Mosh mosh, and welcome to another exciting episode of the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party Podcast with Kiki, Cupcake, and Tazz. Just so you are aware, everyone was at least wearing underwear, and in some cases more than underwear during the recording of this episode. Just in case anyone was wondering. I however do not require underwear as I am a robot. Enjoy the show.
So how drunk are you lot?
I'm not at all.
Oh, that's good.
Tazz, I can't speak for. I'm drinking this shit right now.
I can't tell what that shit is.
Wait.
Cupcake.
Oh, LaCroix?
Right.
I mean, we started yesterday and it got pretty wild. Like, I'm not gonna say it got really wild. I drank one whole bottle of gin and now I'm down to my bottle of soju. So it's like, yeah, I think it's gonna be a good day. I mean, it's already evening. What the fuck? Time moves past.
Tazz, you didn't wake up till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon your time. Right?
Just go by my time. It's only 10:42 a.m.
Other side.
Time travel, okay? Hold on.
Other side of the world. Because it's only 12:42 p.m. where I am.
Witchcraft, I tell ya. Witchcraft. Okay. We've been playing Fightcade. It's basically like a program, and then you can play like retro games and arcade games in multiplayer, like easily over the internet.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Like a lot of games, anything from like Turtles in Time to Caveman Ninja to fucking King of Monsters, you name it. It's been really fun. So that's basically what we're gonna do I guess today and tomorrow as well.
Probably.
Reliving childhood.
Right. Truly, truly outrageous.
The outrageousness is outrageous. I need to have a better ghetto setup than this. Like I have my headset laying in front of me, and then like the Bluetooth speakers transmitting your voices. I actually looked at the Blue Yeti mic, but I
Right.
don't know where. I don't know where to put it because
Tazz, boom stand, boom stand.
I don't have any room behind my monitor. It's like I'm sitting in the smallest place ever. Like look at this shit. It's like there's no space between the wall and the.
Yeah, I can't talk. I'm basically in front of the command station.
Ooh, nice keyboard.
Right? I think he and I have basically the same keyboard, except that mine doesn't light up and it's wireless.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I enjoy wireless mice.
Right.
Me, but for some reason wireless keyboards, so like I don't trust them. I don't know why. I think
right.
It's like a you buy a Volkswagen or you buy a Honda. Like you prefer
right.
the other.
What's hilarious is this is a wireless mechanical keyboard. I don't know what psycho at Logitech thought this was a good idea, but it is. It's hilarious. It's like the best keyboard I've ever owned. And it was so hard to find a keyboard that didn't light up. Like, they all light up now. The new version of this is RGB. And I have no idea why I don't fucking want RGB on any of my shit.
So, I'm gonna show you something. When I was at my friend's house the other day, and I was greeted with this. Okay, it didn't really exactly look like this, but
right.
It gives you a small picture of it. I was greeted with this by his computer. And I'm like,
what is that?
Made out of aluminium. It's heavy as fuck.
I want it.
And
yeah, it's not bad.
It's so sleek. It's so simple. And I'm like, because like usually a keyboard is like it's a lot of frames and things, but this was
right.
He's like, I think he said it was like $100 easily.
Yeah, not bad.
Easily. Maybe even 200, but it was made of aluminium because I tried, when I tried to lift it, I thought it was going to be plastic, and I'm like, okay, this is actually heavy. What the fuck?
Right.
And he had some, I think like the second thing I thought it was like, it's going to sound a lot, like they have the mechanical keyboard.
Right.
He had some Cherry MX super silent ones. You couldn't even hear it.
Right.
You could basically press it halfway down and it registered it. And when you type fast, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm like, I'm actually fucking impressed. The only thing I don't like about it is that I need a wrist thing, to have your wrist on. Otherwise I get.
As you can tell, look at how shiny mine is.
Otherwise it hurts really badly for me.
Right.
But if I wouldn't need it, I would definitely try and get one of these because it's like, oh shit.
You gotta keep your hands up, Tazz. You gotta type like a woman.
I'm sorry, I bit off my nails. I mean.
No slouching when you type, goddammit. Have some posture.
Okay.
We know.
That's the furious typing of an IT technician when they're mad. It's like,
I'm breaking into the mainframe.
that picture I sent, that's actually $80.
Yeah.
But
that's
I don't know
more than I'm gonna spend.
He said it was like the brand of it, but it looked something like that. But on the WASD keys, he had like these. It's like you put on some kind of. It's like a condom in a way. Like you can feel it's like it sticks to your fingers easily if you play a lot of games and use it, so your fingers don't slip. Anti-slipping. I don't know. English hard. Blah.
Yes, English is hard.
Yes, you open mouth, you speak. Yes.
Blah. Nah, I need a number pad on a keyboard.
Yeah, same. Honestly, same. And wouldn't it look really stupid if you had to buy that extra and put it on the side, and it's not connected to it, it's just laying there freely?
That would be so annoying.
Yeah.
Cupcake, you just look so relaxed with the wind blowing in your hair.
Yeah,
I am relaxed.
it's like Fabio or something. The hair is just like all over the place.
Oh no, Goose is gonna get ya.
Right? That's a reference.
We actually had a. We've been this me and Doc has been discussing a lot of stuff, and it was actually one thing that he said that you should save your questions for the podcast because
Oh,
Kiki is really good at answering that.
okay.
So
Oh, right, yes.
we were talking back and forth about how when you go to a restaurant and you give tip because that is kind of weird to me because we don't do that here.
Well, yeah, you probably pay your servers a living wage.
That's exactly what we came like at the end of it. Like the servers are getting actually a good salary, so to say, but compared to the servers in America. But because I had the questions about like, but how do you do it if you go up to a register? Like, how do you know how much you're gonna give and stuff? And he just said that. Well, ask Kiki because she knows. She knows about this very much better than I do.
Well, people's opinion on the percentage varies, mostly based on state,
Right.
because it depends on what your state minimum wage is for how much you probably want to tip your server. Certain states also have laws where you're allowed to pay servers less because they fucking get tips.
Right.
But usually it's between 11 and 15%.
Are you, depending on state, are you, let's see, I'm trying to find the words here. Are you expected to do it or are you forced to do it?
Certain restaurants force you to pay a accommodation tip, especially if you have a big group.
Yeah.
I brought this up to him, like,
Yeah, Doc
20 people, and all of a sudden they're like, you're paying 15% gratuity.
And that,
Yeah.
and that I get. Like, honest to God, that I get. But for a single person,
right,
that's hard for me to wrap my head around. Kind of.
And Dollars a Peso says the server doesn't even see that money when that happens. That's the restaurant going, you're inconveniencing us as a business, so you're paying extra money.
Fair.
Yeah, if it was just you, you probably wouldn't be forced to pay.
Right.
It's not like...
It's just...
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Tipping is just a social norm. It's not usually something that's actually required. A lot of people don't tip.
Right.
Stupid fucking fly.
Oh, I can see it.
Shoot, fly, don't bother me.
So, I guess, like, so it's not really... Like, let's say that I understand Doc told me about, like, I understand the sit-down restaurant type. Like, they come with the bill, and they have it in, like, like, either in a small book, I guess. That's what I call it, at least. And either you put your card there, or you put the money there. But if we talk about the receipt, does it... Like, if I go to a restaurant and I buy a steak, it's $11. Does the receipt...
What restaurant are you going to where a steak's only $11?
Okay, hang on. Before you jump at him, it's steak and eggs at the local diner by my house. It was $11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not a big steak. It's like a 6-ounce.
I live in California. It's one of the most expensive.
Well, everything is more expensive where you live. I mean, seriously, your gas is like 2 to 3 times the price of everywhere else in this country.
Okay.
Fair.
So, on the receipt, like if it's a sit-down restaurant and if you're alone, if you look at it, they're like, okay, I'm going to buy a $11 steak. It's going to be $11. I have $11 in my pocket. You get the receipt. Do they add like a tipping fee? Or is that just something you can, if I feel like it, I can put some extra in it? Or do they force you?
It depends on the restaurant. Normally, there's just an extra line where you can write down how much tip you want to put.
Right.
Okay.
And you can leave it blank if you want.
Okay.
Or you do the smart thing and either exit out or put cash, because that way you don't have any shenanigans later.
But if we go to that's a sit-down restaurant. So let's say that you go to a register and pay for your food. Do they have like a tip jar? Because we have tip jars at certain places. Or is it like, oh, I'm going to the register. I know that I'm gonna pay $11, but they say, oh, the total is 14. Like, no, the fucking steak is 11. Why are you forcing?
Most of the time, no.
Okay.
A lot of people do this for tips, even though it's not 100% what you like from a etiquette standpoint you should do. But a lot of people just round up until they hit like an even number,
Right.
and that extra rounding up is the tip.
Fair enough.
Right.
Like if it's 11.50, it's 12. Yeah, I would totally get that. Like no problem at all. Like that's perfect.
I was getting into it with Tazz about the etiquette of some places. Like, I don't generally tip the full 20%. Like when I go out for like Mongolian or Chinese buffet, because like literally all they do is take your dishes and fill your glasses, and now they don't even fill your glasses. You just go up and get stuff from the soda fountain. So it's like, I don't have an issue tipping, but when I'm paying $15 or $20 to go to the buffet, and then I'm also expected to pay a $5 tip for somebody to take my dishes away, it's like,
Yeah.
just pay you guys a living wage. Like,
Yeah.
and they don't talk to you. It's not as if they're doing anything. Like, they're taking your dirty dishes. It's like, okay. The other one I brought up. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just going to intervene with saying that that's true, and we also talked about like the service that is basically like they come up to you from time to time and ask,
Right.
good, are you happy, yada yada, and then Doc said like, I think you said like you don't really like that. Once is okay,
Right.
like continuously come up and like, how are you, sir? Is everything good? And you're like, no food in my mouth.
Right. They always come up when you're like mid-stride through the meal, like, the food good? Any problems? You're like, I'm like, oh, good. All right, have a good night. And you like walk away and you're like, the hell is that about?
And I totally agree. Like once I'm happy with, but it's like if you're trying to like, I guess the waiters here are like, yes, they can come up and ask once, then they don't do it again.
Right.
Never. Unless you are the one to instigate, like, oh, raise your hand or something, like you want
Right.
their attention. They just leave you the fuck alone. They ask once and then they leave you alone.
Like I said, like, if there's alcohol involved, I don't mind when they come up like every 10-15 minutes ago, you need another drink or do you want some water?
Fair.
Like, there's an equilibrium to that, and I just have had bad experiences where like they won't leave me alone because they want a good tip. It's like, yes, I get it, you'll get 20%, leave me alone.
Okay, but isn't that like? I'm trying to word this here. So like, okay, they know that they will get 20%. They're trying to get more than 20%, but as you said, it's an equilibrium. Like it doesn't really work that. Not for me, at least. Like if someone wants tip and they're nice, fine. But
right.
you can really, at least you can really see early that they're over trying it. Is that even a word? Over trying? No, it's not.
Right.
Yeah, it's a word enough.
Yeah, like they're trying to
try hard.
Yeah, they're try-harding. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this whole thing about tip, it came up because like I think that I got this on the wrong foot because I thought for the longest time that it was by law you have to tip. Like if you don't tip in certain states, it's like you have to. Like it's by law.
Right.
But that's just because I think I'm from Sweden and like it's sometimes when you talk about cultural differences and whatnot, that get diluted.
Well, it's like I was
my view of it. Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm done. Please continue.
I was gonna say, like my other big like throw my fist in the air was like coffee shops and stuff like that, where it's like there's now an expectation to tip, and it's like I never get fancy coffee drinks, so I'm always like, congratulations, you poured me a cup of coffee. Why do I owe you 20%? Like, yes, okay, that large coffee was $5, but that's mostly for the quality of the beans you're using. Like, I didn't get any fancy whipped frappuccino, blah blah blah. I got a mug of coffee, black coffee, which I'm going to add my own. You know, they have like the accoutrement bar with like the sugar and the cream. Like all you're doing is taking a carafe of coffee and pouring it into a paper cup. I'm not giving you 20%. Now I can understand if you're buying one of those super fancy drinks that's like a peppermint, white mocha, soy latte, whatever. Okay, fine. Okay, not arguing that. But there's this expectation, and there's this like angry look in their eyes when I don't tip 20% on my $5 cup of coffee, and I'm like, dude, I'm not giving you $1 tip for pouring me a cup of coffee. I can go to the gas station and do this myself. You just happen to be the closest place to get coffee from.
That's when you know you need a college degree to pour a cup of coffee, when it's like super mega latte, soy, blah blah blah, sprinkles, white mocha.
Sadly, a lot of baristas have college degrees.
There's a lot of people working service that have college degrees.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. It was, oh my god.
But yeah, a lot of service industry is moving towards tipping culture so they can pay less wages.
Right.
And that's, to me, really bad. Like,
oh, yes, it's very bad.
Right.
I honestly understand why a lot of waiters are, as we talked earlier, tryhards. Like, they have this 50 fucking minimum wage job. And they actually earn more in tips. Like, I understand why they're so forward.
Right.
They're trying to, like, I guess a lot of people do it really well. Like, they don't cross a line, but then you have the tryhards that are actually like crossing a line that you can feel like, why are you trying? Like, why are you trying so hard? Like, the more you try, the less interested I am in giving you a tip, kind of feeling.
Right.
Kiki, do you know, like, what's the average, like, hourly salary for, like, a waiter or something? Like, I guess
they're
California, but
about what, $4 an hour before tips?
What? Are you fucking
4 to 6 hours? 6 hours.
Yeah,
$6.
It's 4 to 6. I want to say before tips, because I'm making roughly 3 to 4 times what a waiter would make doing this like a service job.
If you were to say 8, I wouldn't even like react to it. But that's
It's well below minimum wage because they get tips.
Tazz, minimum wage in our country, like the federal minimum wage for the entire country, is only like $6.50 an hour. That's all they actually have to pay you federally. Now, a lot of states have bumped that up because it's fucking ridiculous. Nobody could live on $6.50 an hour.
not with your guys' rent, depending on state, of course.
Right.
Rent, gas, yada yada yada, electricity, like everything. Like, yeah, of course, that's horrible. That's fucking
Her entire region is psychotic when it comes to the cost of living. It's like where I live is expensive just because I live in a major metropolitan area, but like out where she is, it's like it's not just her state. Like the entire Western Seaboard is nuts because one of my buddies just came back from working from Amazon headquarters in Washington. He moved back here to do the same job as like the head of blah 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 in their Midwest division, and like he said, like they haven't adjusted his cost of living down on his salary. Well, he's going up because he's being promoted, but like he's not going to make as much as if he had stayed in that position but been promoted out there because he's from here. And it's more expensive to live out there. He was making $250,000 out there, and he's still making $250,000 after being promoted. But that's because the house he bought here only cost $300,000, whereas out there it was closer to $1 million.
That's insane. Like, honestly, I guess I mean I'm not really surprised because companies are companies. Like,
Right.
They would never think outside of their own company. Like, oh, we have a worker. Okay, he's well paid. Oh, he as you said, like he moves to another state and it's more expensive. Okay, let's give him like I don't know, $2 more an hour. I
Right.
But
It's-
it hurts. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say one of our other buddies was a remote employee for a government agency with a headquarters out of San Francisco. He didn't live in San Francisco. He telecommuted. He only went into the office like once every 2 weeks for meetings. Yeah. He lived seriously, I want to say like 4 hours away, and he would just.
Did I lose internet? Hello? Okay, I locked up.
You locked up?
Yep. I didn't hear the end of your story about your buddy.
Oh, okay. So I'll just repeat it for the sake of repeating it. He telecommuted into San Francisco, and he had to go in like once, I want to say every 2 weeks for meetings. But just like one day, he would go in for meetings with like his boss, his boss's boss, blah, 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 and like meet with his team. So literally, he would get a hotel room for the night before he had to be in. He would drive to the hotel after work, after telecommuting that previous day, stay at the hotel, then go to work at the office the next day, and then drive home, because he lived like 4 hours away. And they never questioned this. Like, the HR people and his bosses never communicated, so they never realized that he was living outside of San Francisco. And so he was getting the cost of living for San Francisco, which is incredibly high from what I've been able to figure out. And
super high.
Rolling the money into a house like hours and hours away. Still in California, but like in a more rural community where it was way cheaper to live. And he just basically rolled the money into the infrastructure to have the network, or the internet and everything to do this, and still was making a killing. Like, he had a really nice house in the country. And this worked for him until, like, he got...
Oh, fucking shit.
Basically get like the hotel room and everything is on the company.
Right.
Like everything, like you don't ever have to put any of your own money out for like hotels, traveling, gas. You actually get extra paid for it.
Right.
I don't know if it's a thing for you guys, maybe in certain like fields of work.
Like higher grade, like technical jobs, they will do that, or higher positions in let's say blue collar jobs. In that guy's case, it wasn't so much that they wouldn't pay for it, is that if he turned in receipts for a hotel room, they would figure out that he wasn't living in San Francisco. He just, like, when he got the job, he just casually left out the fact that he wasn't going to be living where he was working.
The funny thing is that the Swedish word for that, when you actually get paid for staying at an hotel,
right.
The Swedish word that translated to English is allowance. I don't really think that's really the word, but it also says per diem.
That's what they call it, is per diem. Allowance is also correct.
Okay, I locked up again and I had to reload Discord.
Kiki, your computer is dying.
We need to get on your computer.
Hey, we're getting there.
I have a couple of spares at work. It's all good. Allowance for me is something you give your kids.
Right.
Per diem sounds better.
Right. Per diem is what they use as a term, but...
Yeah, that's a term for it, yeah.
Right. Allowance is also technically correct, it's just not used frequently. Okay, Keeks, that's fucking terrifying. Where did you find that cosplay of?
It was on my Twitter feed.
Wait, where are we looking?
Look in Bake Talk.
Fuck
All it said was long, and then it had the picture, and I'm like, yep.
Oh my God. Do you think we can pull that off, Doc?
A sexy leg Eggman?
Maybe with my long legs, maybe, but I don't know. I can't do that. I'm too. No, I'm like.
Oh, what?
I'm,
This is the.
I'm like a fridge. I'm just as flexible as a fucking fridge. Like Jesus.
I'm not super flexible anymore. I used to be able to put my foot behind my head when I was a kid.
Okay, Mr. Yoga Instructor.
The natural curls in my hair is driving me crazy. My
Actually,
hair is just like.
this is the top.
Someone needs a haircut.
I need one so bad.
Every fucking time we talk and we can, it always comes up, and I say the same thing. Be happy you still have hair, motherfucker. Jesus.
I mean, this is crazy. I need a haircut and I can't get to my barber.
You're never gonna, you're actually not gonna go bald anytime soon. The only
Oh, I'll be old before I'm bald.
You have so much hair on the back. Like my bald spots are back here and up here. That's why I always shave, because I look like a fucking doofus. If
Tazz. That's the hair on the very back of my head. I have about 6 inches of hair right now.
As the security guard said to you, white boy needs a haircut.
Hunky, you need a haircut! What was that? Oh shit, he can hear me. Guy didn't realize I had my earbuds in. I was walking into Walmart. The guy didn't realize I could hear with my earbuds in because there's microphones on the outside. And as I walk by, he goes, Hunky needs a haircut. I'm like, what? He's like, ooh, I fucked up. Cupcake can hear me.
How is actually like Walmart and all of those bigger chains doing in these times of day, like in these times in your country?
Demilitarized zone? Demilitarized zone.
Oh, the militarized. Okay.
Yeah. It's like no man's land. Nobody wants to blow it up, but it's not pretty.
So it's like Mad Max then, if you go into a Walmart nowadays.
I mean, that's not far off. I mean, my workplace is like that around here. It's like angry people who refuse to wear masks because my liberties.
Oh,
And if you don't like it, I'll blow your fucking head off with my 45.
I've seen so many videos about Karens in your country that are like,
Oh God.
my rights, and I'm living in a country, I have my rights, I don't need to wear a face mask, blah 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 blah.
Right.
Blah. And I'm like, where do these people come from? Like, why would you like openly scream about that? I don't know.
I mean, we're in a worldwide pandemic. Literally everywhere in the world is dealing with this shit. But no, I won't do it. Can't make me.
I saw like one person who had like a face mask that's basically a see-through. So it's basically nothing. It's not a filter or anything. It's just a fucking see-through. And they're like, I'm wearing a mask. You can't judge me.
Women's panties. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in my own store.
Are you fucking shitting me?
And not like lay people, consumer homeowners, contractors, professional fucking contractors, electricians, fucking carpenters, plumbers. Fuck you, you can't make me do it, so in protest, I'm wearing a woman's thong on my face. It's a mask.
I was just about to say, are we talking a thong or are we talking a pen?
No, not granny panties, like a thong, a G-string, that kind of stuff. Like scanty women's underwear. Not like underwear like normal people wear on a daily basis. Like sexy underwear, like lacy thongs and G-strings and tea bags and all that random shit that, you know, supermodels wear on a daily basis.
I would give my left arm for you to take a picture the next time that.
Oh, one of my coworkers got one of the guys with the black lacy thong. I never thought to get it from her, but
please, I would actually fucking love to see that.
Well, I mean, it might be. She might have shared it. Let me see if I can find it.
Fuck, Kiki.
Yeah, that thing is terrifying.
Fuck.
That is fucking terrifying.
I'm
Murder hornet.
I'm not even gonna comment on that one. Oh my goodness.
Let me see.
Like, I'm not really surprised that people would go around with underwear on their face. I think that's the weirdest part, that I'm not surprised. But that someone actually would do that in public? No. What the fuck, dude?
It's fucking.
Like, do you refuse them service?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you get
That is not. It doesn't cover your nose and mouth. It's a fucking pair of women's underwear.
Do you get shit for calling them out on it?
Oh yeah, they piss and moan, but it's whatever. The whole thing is they're not actually going to throw a shit fit, because if they realize that, you know, if they alert the media to this, they're gonna be a laughing stock.
Yeah. Oh, now I just remember what I was gonna ask earlier, or talk about.
I mean, this basically does the service. I can't find the picture, but this is close enough to what I've been seeing.
Okay. I just can't. Do you want to know what the first thing that pops up in my head is? Is it
What?
just a pot?
Right. Well, no. I mean, like, you see the Japanese anime all the time, like Shimonetta, A World Without Lewd Thoughts. But like, it's psychotic.
Do you want to know something funny about that?
What?
You know, like you heard about there's like panties in like gacha machines and shit.
Yeah, use panties.
I saw it.
I believe you did.
It's a fucking real thing. I'm like, yeah, it's real. Okay, cool. So my friend was here yesterday, and we talked about like economics and shit. And he mentioned something that your country actually printed like a couple of $1 trillion recently, just to basically like manage this whole situation. And it wasn't really like
Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it to.
It wasn't really done legally, kind of thing. Like it was.
Yeah.
Like, we're just gonna print a fuckload of money just to like save ourselves or whatever. And,
yeah, it's basically the worst idea you can have.
I don't know if that's true or not. That's why I'm kind of bringing it up, because I don't know how all of that works in your country. Like,
I've stopped paying attention because it's just such a cluster mess.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not even gonna I've stopped trying to understand, because our federal government is run so shoddily at this point that we're going to spend at least a decade in a recession here coming up.
But if you spend it in recession, what parts of the society are going to get hurt by it, though? Like,
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've heard talk of the American Great Depression. We're going to do it again, because literally every industry is reliant on people being able to do their jobs, and guess what? No one can do their jobs because this fucking virus is running rampant through every aspect of life. Everything has ground to a halt. And it's a vicious cycle. So because they can't produce raw goods to do construction or make things, they can't make things. They can't make things, they can't sell them. Since they can't sell them, they can't make money!
True. On a happier note, did you bought any new things, Doc?
Oh, do you have a box?
Of course he does. He always has a fucking box at this point. I'm not even fucking surprised anymore. Like, he always has a fucking box. Oh my fucking lordy.
I mean, we usually wait until later for the box, but let's do the box
we
now.
can do it later.
No, fuck you. The big question is, do you remember this box?
Yeah. Well, there's another big box coming tomorrow.
Okay, because a lot of the times you don't even remember them.
So I have no idea what's in there, but I have it.
Okay, fair enough. I'm with Kiki. Let's do the box now.
Okay.
Box.
Ugh.
Two people.
This thing is legitimately gigantic. The next one's going to be probably twice as big.
Did you get that knife at work?
I did. I stole it even.
Ooh.
Tazz was remarking what a badass I was. I was like, Tazz, no, I bought this. He's like, oh, okay.
And we should not talk about what I said after that.
No, I wasn't going to. You were just like remarking what a badass I was. Like, yeah, I have like 10 megafonses. There we go.
I like your closet, Kiki. Like, for
thanks?
It's so organized.
With hubby's little half and my giant half.
I mean, that's normal. That's very normal in a relationship.
Most of it's LARP clothes that I have no use for right now.
Because there's no LARP.
There's no LARPing.
That's not true. There's LARP online. There's no reason to get dressed up for LARP online.
I mean, you still could, just in the spirit of things.
I mean, if you do like a Zoom thing or a Discord thing and you're LARPing and you dress up, yeah, I guess that's worth. Fair Maiden of the East. Yay!
She wishes it was that kind of LARP.
No, I don't.
Okay, so we have Love Live. Oh, there we go. Love Live, Sunshine, something.
Okay.
Over the Rainbow.
You and your idol anime.
What? It's a good show.
That's what they all say.
That is what they all say. You're right. Elfin Led on Blu-ray because I lack any sense of, like, I should know better.
Yes!
You should really know better. Why bother?
Right.
No, that's a great show. I love it.
No, it's not.
And I quote, "Why don't you love me like that?" as she pisses on the floor.
Doesn't get
Like, the first time we watched this, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. We got the episode where his like cousin or whatever is asking, like, because he's showing interest in Lucy. She's like, "Why don't you love me like that?" And then she urinates on the floor, and I'm like, okay, that's officially crossed the line for me. This is getting into the weird shit. I'm out. And I eventually rewatched it. It was pretty good, but like,
You know what? You have to agree.
I wouldn't say so. Speaking of Elfenlied, though, the animation company that did it just filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Can you please repeat that?
The animation company that did it just filed for bankruptcy.
Oh no!
Oh,
They did Queen's Blade, Ikitosen.
Like into the big tittied porno animes.
Wait.
Yeah.
Queen's Blade, isn't that the one where they're like super big titted and like extreme, like over the top, like? Oh yeah, it's the same company. I did not know that. I honestly did not know that. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't watched Queen's Blade, but I know of it.
I watched the first season and I was just dying. I'm like, okay, we get it. You have big tits that are barely covered by claw/armor. Stop throwing them around. I will give them credit. In the first episode, the girl's older sister, who has literally tits twice as big as her head, forgets to put a bra on, starts to run after the enemy, and literally slaps herself in the face with her own tits and falls over, knocked out.
I mean, other than the fact that she was knocked out, I've hit myself with my own tit. So.
Right.
I guess it happens. Okay, what else?
Bloom Into You. Pretty
Yay!
Pretty sure it's a Yuri anime, but it looks good.
Yes, it's an asexual Yuri anime.
Interesting.
The pink-haired girl is characterized as asexual.
Neat.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. High school animes and like romance things are not my thing at all. But
they are so Cupcake's thing.
But he talks.
You shut your mouth! I definitely don't love magical girls at all.
But you sold me on Rent a Girlfriend, though.
Who did?
Oh, dude, I am so looking forward to that.
No. That was my friend.
Did you just confuse Cupcake for someone else,
Yeah,
you heathen?
They kind
of. I have the hive mind that controls all weebs in the universe.
Sorry, my friend who was here, he sold me on Rent a Girlfriend.
Yeah, I've heard. So my friends who watch the shit have been saying it's a hot mess, but like it seemed like an interesting concept.
He said like he actually sold it in the way that like he said that it's basically like it's really good. Like even if you don't really like the genre, it's so goofy and you can relate to it. If you have ever been in a relationship, you can relate to it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. Yes, I confused Cupcake with someone else. I mean, maybe that's the first time that happened, but okay. Okay, what else?
Yeah, this is definitely a drunk purchase.
Initial D.
Yes! Initial D. Fuck yeah, dude.
It's not. Yeah. It's not just that.
Oh wait, what else? Oh, you just rose in my like You're up here now. You're up here.
I have the 4 stages that they released in the United States on disc. Why? Because I am a consumer whore, and how?
I just love that you are a consumer whore because you bring so much joy to all our to everyone else that is so fucking cheap that they won't buy it, but we have you, so we can just live through your happiness. Wait, oh, what the fuck is that? Why is it wrapped like that?
Oh, that's the way the vendor sends it to me. I pay good money for the shit to be shipped like this. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Gundam 0080, War in the Pocket. I haven't watched this, but, Tazz, I have the original on order in HD, and I am super excited to watch it. Even though I know it's terrible, I'm told that this is amazing, but I need to watch the original first.
I have never watched any Gundam at all. I never got into it. Never. My friend always talks about Gundam Wing. Like, he's so into Gundam. And I'm like, I haven't even tried getting into it yet.
Gundam Wing is a political drama with a bunch of bishy, cute boys in giant robots. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, in the background, there's a serious conflict going on. But there's a bunch of pretty boys who are angsty, riding giant super robots into battle in the middle of it.
I'm gonna actually say something else. I never watched Code Geass.
Oh, you're not missing
Nothing
much.
wrong with that.
You're not missing much.
My friend gives me so much shit for it. Like, he loves that series. And I'm like, I never watched it. I don't intend to watch it either.
Tell your friend that Code Geass sucks.
The main character is literally one of my ex-friends. He's the biggest douchebag I've ever met.
I almost name dropped. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, but I almost did. Well, okay.
I mean, dead serious. Like the pulling victory from the jaws of defeat multiple times by sheer luck. It's like, fuck you. That isn't strategy. You just got lucky.
But I have to thank you, Doc, for the Madoka Magica, because me and my wife watched it and we fucking loved it. Like,
I hate that show so much, but I love it so much.
You love it.
I know
you love it.
It's sad and stuff, but honestly, that's what I thrive on. Like, I love the despair of things. Like,
have you watched Rebellion yet?
No, we started it, but we haven't finished it. But
oh, have fun! Have fun! Rebellion is the biggest middle finger in the entire universe in that genre. I mean, literal, gigantic, universal, Tippa-Tappa Gurren Lagann, I'm gonna fucking drill through the heavens. Fuck you, middle finger to that genre. I have never seen a creative team fuck that genre so hard in the face as Madoka Magica Rebellion.
In a good or a bad way?
Yes.
Fair answer.
It depends on your perspective. I loved it because it redeems the entire story arc. It basically completes the story arc in a nice, neat way, which I really liked. It's Tazz, are you a fan of the Ghost in the Shell universe?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever watch Arise?
Yes, I did.
Alright, so did you realize at the end that Arise ties the original universe and standalone complex together?
Yes.
Okay. Like, that blew my mind, because I was like, they're like, the director's like, we're going to tie the original universe to the standalone complex universe. They're the same universe. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And you get to the end of Arise, and it's the opening scene from the original Ghost in the Shell, and it's like, oh, fuck you bastards! It just comes out of nowhere. She's like, and it's time to go. And she dives off the building, and you realize, oh shit, she's doing the Octocam thing from the beginning of the original manga. Because they talk about it, like they're developing Octocam during that story arc, and it's like, wait, the Octocam that they use all over the place? And then you find out that it's like, oh my god, that's where they're fucking pulling it together. The whole story arc about the Octocam being developed and it's a government secret.
I get
Sorry.
it. So that means that Rebellion is actually, like, as you said, the happy ending.
Rebellion ties into that side story that's its own anime now about those girls in like the next city over.
I have it. Yeah.
Right. Supposedly that ties like the other magical girls in the world together.
As you might notice, I don't really like happy endings. It's like
I
love the despair of everything. Like it's fun. I don't know why. And like Erased, like that anime is I love it.
Right.
Like it's great. And I'm actually gonna grab something because we're
Right.
talking about Ghost in the Shell. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna scoot. Oh,
Yeah, no problem. But no, I had fucking sauce on my shirt. Shit. Well, that sucks. I'll be right back. I gotta wash that off before it fucking sets in.
I will wait until you're back.
Yeah, I'll be right back. 1 second. Sorry. I
Okay.
had fucking ketchup
I'm
on my
gonna-
shirt. I didn't even know it. Like, where the fuck did that come from?
I'm gonna sit here and smoke inside even though I'm not supposed to.
I mean,
I'd probably get more ice.
is that like a thing? Like it's not. I mean, it's not allowed, but it's like, is it like a felony thing or like?
No. It's a household thing.
Okay, but it's. Excuse me for asking because I don't smoke at all. But is that like vape or is it like real? Like, what is it? Is it an e-cigarette or is it like what is
It's
it?
vape.
Okay, so according to me, what I know, that's perfectly fine because it like disappears in the air. It doesn't like stick to your clothes. It doesn't stick to the walls. It doesn't like. But that I
Oh
mean,
no, that's a lie.
I mean, as I said, it might be a lie. Like I don't really know, but that's what when I hear it, that's what I think. Like it disintegrates into the air.
Maybe standard like nicotine vape doesn't leave behind a nicotine smell like cigarettes do, but THC, CBD, stevia, that sort of thing still has a smell to it and it lingers.
I didn't know that it was that. I thought it was just. I don't know.
So when we're all done, I'll be breezing the shit out of the bedroom. I just don't want to get up.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I have not been having a good couple of days, so.
And I'm sorry about your days, but you seem to do a bit better than a week ago or so.
Well, yes, I'm not in the emergency room.
Exactly, that's what I meant. You're out of the emergency room. That must have been really hard, though. Like seriously, that cannot have been easy. That cannot have been.
The worst part is because of all the COVID protocols, half the emergency room is strictly for COVID patients.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to bring in, like, someone with you. So it's just me sitting there in a bed next to a bunch of other people in beds.
Yeah. But did they figure out what it was? Like.
It was an ovarian cyst. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which means every time I ovulate, I grow a cyst.
Oh no, okay. I'm sorry.
That's one of the reasons I can't have children.
Okay, fair enough. Do the cysts disappear though, or like how does it work?
They can pop or just diminish.
Was the pain from that it popped, or?
No, it was just very large.
Oh shit.
Okay, what?
I'd never had one quite that large, and the pain didn't feel like a cyst. It kind of felt like maybe my IUD was trying to come out.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know what she's talking about. I'm like, I never had one that large. It felt really bad. I'm like, what did I walk into?
So I went to the yard mostly just in case.
Yeah, fair enough. So, Doc, I saw that you brought at least 2. Was it a seltzer or LaCroix or whatever? What was it? Sweet. I'm all
White Claw, 70 calories.
I heard
Ew.
about that. I mean, I heard about
I like- Number 1, don't tell me how to live my life, or I'll pull out the scotch.
Remember yesterday we talked about I didn't know what the seltzer was, but then I googled cider. Nice. And
It
then
scares me how pink this is. It's like, ooh.
you stole my fucking gin bottle. Now I don't have any alcohol. I drank everything now. I need to.
You should have got more while you're on your walk.
Fuck! It's almost 9 p.m. I mean, I need to take the bus tomorrow and fill that up. I mean, I need to go into the liquor store and see if the lady is still there and say that, hey, the gin bottle was great.
Right.
So, what I wanted to show you, or you
Yeah.
when we talked about Ghost in the Shell.
Right. Oh, nice. Yeah, hang on a second.
This is the copy that I have that I got for Christmas back in 96 or something, I think. Like,
You mean this one?
yeah. I even have. Look at this. This was Manga Entertainment. Like, you could order Genocyber. Do you see that, Doc? Do you see what T-shirt that is?
Right.
Like, I think they were based in Britain.
Yeah.
Like, you fill it out and you send it in. Like, this is fucking great. And then in the inside, in the inlay, you can see like, oh, what's coming up. So it's like Dominion Tank Police, Guyver. I have Guyver. I have Street Fighter 2. I had all of the Urotsuki Doyis, but one of them, my VHS player ate up.
Right.
Aww.
I have Fist of the North Star. I have Ninja Scroll. Yeah, I just love this kind of thing. Like, if I find this like anywhere, I'd buy it directly. But this is the original that I got for Christmas. Because I think I told this before, but my parents were like, they always oh cool. They always said like
Steelbox edition.
because manga entertainment was a thing, they always said, oh, you're watching manga.
Right.
Because they were like, manga entertainment provides videos, so they used that for years and years and years. I'm like, no, I'm not watching manga. I'm reading manga, but I'm watching anime.
Right.
Wait, what? that boggled their mind, kind of thing.
Just because I'm a whore.
Oh,
This is the OVA series of the first. This is where they condensed the first season down of Standalone Complex. I am that much of a consumer whore that I own the OVAs.
so
That
that's where you got your fucking profile picture from.
right.
No, I get it. I did not recognize it before.
Oh no, I'm worse than that.
Oh boy.
Right. Wait, hang on, one more. Now I have the actual box sets up here too, but just because, you know.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Right.
Do you remember the PlayStation 1 game?
Yes, PlayStation 2. Oh, 1 and 2 actually. I take that back. There was a 1 and 2 game.
The first one when you were like the spider tank thing.
Yes.
Piece of shit game, but I loved it.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. All right. Then we have. Oh, that's cute. Hinamatsuri. This is supposed to be like super cute, from what I've understood. Where did Tazz go? He was putting his stuff back.
He's either putting his stuff back or grabbing something.
Ooh, fancy.
I'm grabbing shit because I want to show you something.
Oh boy.
I have an unopened factory sealed love healer.
Nice.
It's actually factory sealed still. I also have this one.
Oh, I have the thin pack of that.
Oh, nice. I have the thicker one.
Right.
And then to top it all off.
Oh yeah, Ulysses 31. Wow.
Yeah. I found this randomly at the thrift store. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm getting it. 1981 Columbia Pictures. Fuck yes. But the Love Hina one, I'm never gonna open it.
Tazz.
Oh, nice.
I wanted the DVD of this, and the guy told me the only way he would sell it to me is if I bought the VHS.
Oh, yeah, I remember that story.
Oh god, it just slays me. And it's like, it's so fucky. It just slays me. I'm sorry.
The stupid.
It's got the original insert.
Oh fuck yes.
And America, which hasn't existed for like 20 years. What do you got?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that the stupid thing about this Love Hina box is the Swedish version, so it's in Swedish. That's the stupid part. Like, I kind of hate that you translate boxes to your native language.
Huh.
It even has like an anime news network, like review thing on the back.
Right.
11 and a half hours. Holy fuck. Oh, it's a Nordic release. So that's...
Oh, nice.
Okay, I get it.
I mean, I showed this last time, but I feel your pain, Tazz. I feel your pain.
Oh, that's cool. That's fucking amazing.
This is... I start to understand why Kiki was so hardcore that I was buying this. This shit is crack cocaine. I'm not usually into the manga. This is like concentrated everything I loved about this story.
Nice. I'm just gonna put this back. Hold on.
Yeah. My phone's still charging. Very slowly, but yes, I should probably put it on the real charger here pretty quick. What? Shit. You know what? You can go on. We need to charge anything. Get on there. There we go.
So did you hear about Ren and Stimpy?
What happened?
They're gonna try to reboot it again on Comedy Central. Only the creator won't be a part of it or get paid.
So, why are they rebooting it?
They think that millennials will watch it.
Why would they watch something that the original creator was not a part of? That seems like a really dumb idea.
You don't want the original creator to be a part of it. He's a pedophile.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought we were going with the line of like cutting out the people who originally wrote it because it's no longer convenient.
No, I meant that more as that's like the only silver lining on it.
Ah.
It's a dumb idea to bring them back. Even looking back, I didn't really like that show.
Excuse me, sir, would you care to buy some fine rubber nipples? It has some great lines, but all in all, that show has not held up. Like one of my friends has it on DVD, like the original Nickelodeon series, and it's really not that good. Like, it's just that our standards were a lot lower in the early 90s because there wasn't as much entertainment available to us. We couldn't be as picky. That's one of the things that the internet really has kind of squashed, is like mediocre television has basically been wiped out. It's either just really good or really bad. Nothing in between. I recently tried rewatching the first couple episodes of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm like, how did I ever make it through this? This is so bad.
You didn't know any better, and there was nothing else on.
I mean, fair enough. What is Tazz doing back there? I feel like any minute he's gonna come back with like some sort of like scary mascot or something.
No, but I'm actually flexing now. So
you're flexing.
Okay, I brought a pile of random shit.
You don't say.
First one is on original Shonen Jump.
Oh, nice.
Nice paper.
Yes.
Second one is this.
Oh, that's cool.
You have to say what it is. This is an audio medium.
It's Robotech, so it's like the inferior version of Macross.
So it's the 25th issue of Robotech Return to Macross. This cost back in the day $375 US. It is from 1985.
Tazz already knows that I already own the original run of Robotech and Macross in English.
Yep. Then we have
That's a holy grail.
The Jewel Pat Labor VHS edition.
Nice. I have the DVD special editions like that. The big silver and gold ones.
Then, I knew it rang a bell when we talked about Nuku Nuku.
Oh, nice.
I fucking own this.
Right.
I didn't know. I didn't actually remember that I did, but this is the movie, right?
Yeah, that's the OVAs, I believe.
Maybe it's the OVAs. Yeah.
That might be the TV series. I can't tell. There we go.
Really, it's just
that's the ADV edition for sure, because it says English and Japanese.
6 episodes.
That must be the OVA set. Because it's Nuku Nuku it's Nuku Nuku, All Cultural Cat Girl Nuku Nuku, All Cultural Cat Girl Nuku Nuku, the TV series, and then All Cultural Cat Girl Nuku Nuku Dash?
Correct.
Okay.
This is called All Purpose Cultural Cat Girl. That's
All Purpose, sorry. It's like remembering the full title of Madoka Magica. I could never get the opening, 2 words right. It's like something Madoka Magic.
Then we actually have...
Oh, my personal favorite.
Kind of a special edition of Berserk.
Nice.
The thick one. The really thick one. So, mangas basically, they did it in a way that either they put out 1 volume, or they put out these thick books.
Tokuban.
And they basically, I think it was 5 volumes in a
Yeah.
one or something.
It's a Tokuban. It's a collected works for the season. I think it's the season. It's every quarter they do a Tokuban.
And there's also this. So not just a manga, a Tokuban, but then we have this one.
That's the, graphic novel.
That's you have, let's see here.
I have that too. It's awesome.
The first pages are colored.
Right.
And then it's just back to the original thing.
That's what this is.
See.
So you got the colored pages at the beginning.
I actually thought that I bought the first edition of Sailor Moon when I was in Japan because I had a couple of ships
right.
that I want the first volume of, but it seems that I didn't get it. And then we have this beauty.
Oh yes, Fist of the North Star.
And it's a special cover. It's called Big Comic Special kind of thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking great. It's fucking great. We have the very first edition of GTO.
Nice, great teacher Onizuki.
Yeah, and the thing that I actually had to ask for in one of the fucking bookstores, and they actually had to. Oh fuck yeah!
From when Tokyo Pop did DVDs, because I'm that much of a loser.
But that's great. And
okay.
then the last piece I have is something I actually had to ask for.
Oh boy!
I had to basically run to another store to see and try to find it.
Yeah.
Actually so fucking proud of owning this. It's the first print, first volume, mint condition of Evangelion.
Oh, nice. I never bothered with the manga adaptation, but I'm told it's very good.
It is. If you compare the anime to the manga, they actually fit the manga very well.
Right.
And this is, I'm a huge Evangelion nerd.
Right.
That's basically my creme
right.
of things, and I am so happy that I got this, and it's in prestige condition.
Because if I remember correctly, the manga adaptation of the original story goes off in a different direction. The Angelic Days adaptation, which is based off of the alternate universe that Shinji wakes up in after the end of Evangelion, goes off in yet another direction, which, if I remember correctly, ends like 20 years in the future with Asuka and Shinji married with kids, and he's like a scientific researcher. It's like, wow, way to go, kids!
Yes, that's the epitome of a spin-off. That's like the word spin-off is basically like, yeah, that's it.
My favorite key point of Evangelion is you can completely diffuse the situation that Evangelion turns into by making sure that Shinji's mother doesn't die.
Yes.
That's like literally the premise of Angelic Days, is that Gendo Ikari never goes crazy if his wife isn't killed in the accident. And therefore the entire third impact is negated. Because Yui Ikari doesn't die.
Very, very true. It's also kind of speculated that if Misato's dad never died,
right,
it would also be because he basically died at, was it the second impact?
The second impact. The third impact happens at the end of Evangelion when Rei and the Spear of Longinus hits the last angel. It causes the third impact to occur. Or something like that.
Honestly, I love the remakes. I think they did it justice because they strayed away a bit, but still kept to the original script.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been waiting 7 years now for the last movie, and I don't care.
Oh, dude, tell me about it.
I'm gonna watch. I don't care. As soon as they've been delaying it every year, and the last I heard now is August, September, maybe.
Before COVID, it was going to come out in September. I don't know if they pushed it off yet or not.
But that's the theatrical release.
Right.
That's not like the Blu-ray or the DVD release.
I mean, the Blu-ray will be a year, probably.
Yeah. But I hope that they will... I know that they will, but I hope that they will put out the collection of all of the remake. Because now people have bought, single volumes about 1-11 and whatever. I hope they bring out a collection box because I'm gonna buy that so fast. I'm actually gonna go to my other cabinet that's a glass cabinet, and I'm gonna grab 2 things.
Okay.
Guys, hold on. I guess this is just gonna be a tidbit to show how much of an Evangelion nerd I am. But so, for the Dreamcast, they released a dating sim.
Right.
Yeah, I believe you showed us that before.
Oh, maybe I did. And it's you get a mouse and shit. Yeah, maybe I did. I'm sorry. Okay, so, well, the other very interesting thing is all of the illustrations. So, for all of the years, they have basically co-collabed with, let's say, Prada, brands or whatever. Right. This book basically contains all of the art that was never released. You could never get them anywhere else. Look at this. This is the 7-Eleven one. I don't know how you guys can see it, but I love these kind of things. And I even have a book that's basically only covering production notes.
Right.
It's fucking great. Let's see here. They have come on. My dream is to go to the fucking Evangelion store. I will probably geek out so hard. So they made this is the only time you will see Gendo laugh. It's like a shaving club thing.
Yes.
That's the only time you will see him laugh, kind of thing.
Right.
Oh my god.
Except in episode 25 when he's laughing as Shinji runs by him at the breakfast table.
Okay, true.
I think that literally is the only time he laughs during the entire animated series. It's that Angelic Days episode.
True. And then we have the Shinkansen, where they had the
nice. Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know why that series means so much to me. But I guess everyone has that one series that they like more than others. I guess in your case, it's like Sailor Moon. I guess Kiki, maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's one. And for me, I guess Tenchi Muyo technically is the one that's outlasted everything else.
Well, that's a good pick. That's a really good pick.
I like Tenchi Muyo because it's a harem anime, but it's also very clearly like the Tenchi Muyo was never trying to be a playboy. There's that whole line when he's fighting Kagato where he says, "Even if it means my death, I would do anything to protect these women."
Yeah.
Because he says that whole line, "Boy, you don't stand a chance. I'll destroy you in a minute." And he gives him the whole, "I don't care. I'll do what I have to do to try to protect these women."
Okay, one last thing.
Sure.
What I got for my birthday.
Okay.
One last thing.
I mean, modern-wise, probably Girls in Panzer. I really need to get a copy of Planet before it goes out of print. Blu-ray. I never actually finished watching it at this point. I don't think I can handle the DVDs.
So, besides Evangelion, I'm a huge Final Fantasy nerd. So,
Right.
my wife and my daughter bought me this. The Final Fantasy Ultimate.
Nice.
So it basically this volume covers 7, 8, and 9. And 7 is my favorite, 8 comes second, and 9 comes third. But the nice thing about this book is that this is how Cloud was basically drawn before the final image.
It's not far off, honestly.
Yeah, and then it turned to that.
Right.
And then there's another one.
Right.
The Buster Sword wasn't as large, kind of thing.
Right. More realistic. It's like a broadsword instead of a buster.
Yeah, and then it goes through every character in every game, and like this is how Vincent was basically drawn. I guess like his forms in the beginning.
Right.
My God, I haven't actually gotten through to read through this book yet. I'm thinking of doing that very soon. And I guess I want to show this as well. Let's see. Remember how they drew Final Fantasy in like the first couple of games? The art
right.
for it? I guess I should just show you and you can just see. There we go.
Oh right, wow. Yeah, that looks a little weird given Cloud's design.
And let's see what this Sephiroth and Aerith or whatever. Oh wait,
right.
There it is.
Yeah.
Very different.
Right.
I'm done. I need to put all of this back. I don't want to do that yet.
Yeah.
This is fun. But Kiki, don't you collect anything you can show? Now we have shown a lot of shit. You must
did you forget the fact that I'm poor?
You make a fair point.
No, I collect like stuffed animals.
She's got like kitschy stuff, cute stuff.
Sweaters.
Right.
No, but that's nice.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. But you have some figures, right?
Do you? I don't think you do. Do you? Or do you have some stuff? But you have like owl figurines and stuff. But I don't think you have like.
Yeah, no. Like the closest anime-related crap I have is like some Domoku stuff.
Right.
And I accidentally started a Hello Kitty collection.
Wah, wah.
Like, here, hang on.
Okay, that's not the way for this.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I see the portal guy over there, the robot. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's great. I love that. That's great. That's really good.
Crap, that reminds me I'm alive.
I'm alive.
Oh, that's a little far out.
Thank you.
Okay, should I finish my box?
Yes.
Oh, you weren't finished?
No, that was like the first quarter.
Please do. I'm sorry for.
No, you're good. I was enjoying you fanboying.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
geeking out so hard every time.
I think we've got that. So we've got Hana Matsuri, which is apparently about a Yakuza guy taking in a psychic girl and the shenanigans that ensue.
One, she basically gets born out of nowhere in his lap, kind of thing.
Sounds like it. When a strange telekinetic young girl named Hana falls onto his head, now he's stuck caring for this socially awkward psychic weirdo while struggling to continue his normal criminal lifestyle.
I heard it's good.
That's what I heard
Not
too.
Not like, oh, this is the best thing that's ever made, but it's entertaining.
Right. And then Konohana Kitan, which is about Fox girls running a hot spring, I want to say.
Of course.
Because
Ooh.
Cupcake.
Because hot spring.
Right.
I'm kind of interested in the box that comes tomorrow. The bigger one.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. Oh, okay. Is this just one big thing?
Just one big thing.
It cannot top the Dragon Ball anniversary.
No. It's still pretty good, though. Because I am a consumer whore, and how?
I'm so happy that Amazon is opening in Sweden because I'm gonna wait. Oh my god, yes, Food Wars. Is that the fucking Chef's Knife edition kind of thing? Oh! Fuck. My wallet is hurting, but I love it.
What you need to understand is, over there on the wall, on top of the big shelf, are the first two of these. This completes the set so far. Now, I understand there are 2 more seasons in Japan. They haven't come here yet.
No.
They haven't been released yet. My hope is that I will have all 5 of these wooden box sets eventually.
I introduced my daughter to Food Wars and she loves it. She thinks it's real.
How old is your daughter?
12.
I guess that's a safe age for that.
She also watched Bento. I guess that's not really appropriate.
Yeah.
But who cares?
Right, I mean, it's on the edge.
Yeah.
I forget how old your kids are. I'm going is your girl old enough to be watching a woman orgasm from eating food? The first episode, he feeds her that lamb rack, and the lady literally splooges in her pants. It's oh shit!
I asked her about it, and she's like, she thinks it's fun. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
As long as she doesn't make the connections right now, it's safe.
I asked her about it, and I told her that there's a lot of people who take this seriously.
Right.
They put fiction into action, so to say, this is how it is, and she just laughed about it.
Right.
Who would do that? And I'm like, okay, you're good.
When I was 10 and my dad was giving me the pep talk before Mortal Kombat, the movie's going, it's not real. Don't repeat anything you see. Don't tell your friends that you saw it. Yeah. I can agree to 2 of those 3 things.
The first one, the act with Christopher Lambert.
You 3 have to save the known universe. I was serious.
I love that. I guess it's underrated, but I think it's great.
Oh, it's...
For what it is, it's good.
Right. It's campy and it's stupid, but I still love it.
Was the second one Annihilation? No way.
Yes. It's the one that's they didn't get any of the original cast except for the guy who plays frickin' Liu Kang. No one else would sign on to it.
Not even fucking Johnny Cage.
And they killed Johnny Cage off in between.
Oh yeah, they did. But he resurrected because he married he got a kid and everything.
Well, that's in the games. I'm talking about the movies. Like, they couldn't get any of the original actors to sign on except for the guy who played Liu Kang because he was, like, not a super famous, like, actor at that point.
Yeah.
And it was pretty clear it was going to be a shit show. But yeah, I was excited that this came because, oh my god, I love Food Wars. It's so good.
I saw the recent
Is this
Mortal
one?
Kombat animation or the movie or the.
Right.
It was actually good. I thought it was gonna be shit, but it was actually good.
Yeah, no, it looked good.
My God, I love how they make it into empty boxes and shit. That's what I love about collector's editions and things.
Right.
They put in work. It's not just a fucking disc and a sleeve.
Right. Well, that's the big problem. Like, these companies will sometimes complain that no one would buy it. It's like, dude, it's a disc and a booklet, and that's it. That's all you put in there. Like, you have to give somebody.
In that collector's box, do you get anything special though?
Oh, let me look.
And please don't open. I feel bad.
I'm not gonna cut it open, but it might say on the back.
Yeah.
I might have to look up the listing where I bought it from. Oh my god, it has a seal on it. What the fuck?
Yeah, if you get like T-shirt, like those things.
Right. You see that? It's got an actual seal over the front of the box.
Holy shit.
That's a little crazy. Let me look up the listing and see what comes with it. I was just looking at that vendor.
While you do that, I saw the Dragon Ball Anniversary collection you have.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I saw that like now go for probably $200.
Yeah, it's not shocking. I only paid like $250 for it.
Yeah, like it's actually, I think it's even going up, and I'm like, yeah, that's actually worth it, honestly, because you get so much.
Right. There it is. Let's see. The third plate. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Trying to see if I can get a picture of what's in there. It's just like little swag. It's nothing like super interesting.
Okay.
Here, I'll post the image in.
That brings me to my next question.
It's not as good as the last one. It's just like patches and handkerchiefs and stuff.
What was in the last one, though?
I don't even think they have a listing for it, but hang on, let's see. Because the first one had like chopsticks and like a apron, I want to say.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's the first one. Hang on. See if I can get. That's third plate. There's the second plate. So this is. I haven't even opened. I don't think I've opened the second one yet. No, I have opened the second one. A lot of times I buy this stuff and I never get a chance to actually watch it. So that's the second box set, which is sitting on my shelf. It looks like it's a bandana and like some books and postcards and stuff. And then the first one was this guy.
Oh, that's nice. Let's see.
They're all kind of, like you said, they're all kind of like based off of cocktail boxes.
Wait, that book on the second one, is that a recipe book?
Yeah, I think it actually is.
Oh, that's so great.
The first one was awesome. The second one was pretty good. The third one's looks a little janky compared to the first couple. Mind you, the first and second one came out like 6 months apart. This one came out like, I want to say last winter.
Yeah.
Because they weren't able to get the license right away. It was a Crunchyroll license, and like they were going to do it with Funimation, but then the Funimation partnership fell through because Sony combined, or basically told Funimation, which was owned by Sony Television, and Aniplex, which was owned by Sony Music, to work together instead of fighting each other, trying to compete against each other. One of these things where it's like, we were all talking and we're like, it's really weird that these two subsidiary anime licensing companies are competing against each other when they're owned by the same parent company. And then there was like this moment that some Japanese businessman went like, wait a minute, why are these two companies competing against each other? We own them lock, stock, and barrel. Work together. and then their presidents of each company were told, "Hey, work together." They're like, "Oh, okay." So now there's like a partnership going on. So now Sentai's getting all of the Crunchyroll licenses again.
Yeah.
Except for Konosuba, which is being licensed by Media Blasters, Discotech. Which I still need to get a copy. I keep missing when it comes back into stock, so I keep missing out on getting a copy.
It's a good show. And
yeah, I want to see it. In English.
I guess, like, my question about that is that which one of these collector edition boxes do you feel like gave you the most bang for the buck? Like, had the biggest swag things in it? If you have a certain one that you're thinking of, like, oh yeah, this had like so much things in it.
I don't know 100%. I mean, I loved that the Desert Punk box set came with a hat, which I wore all through undergrad. Like, it was the hat I wore, 'cause it was a tan kind of camouflage, not camouflage, but like, it looked like something like, it was a tan, like, cadet or like marine, military style hat that had been like hand painted basically. So instead of being like pre-printed camouflage, it looked like somebody had taken like a tarp and like spray painted it to make it look like the camouflage. So that was really cool. It's still sitting behind me somewhere on a hook above my head. I liked all the T-shirts that came with the original Eureka 7 run. Those were cool because there were multiple box sets. There were it was 12 DVDs, but like 7 of them came in a big like collector's box set with like a manga and a soundtrack CD and blah blah blah. I'm trying to think. Keeks, are there any ones I've shown you that you thought were like ooh la la? Because I can't think of any that like stick out in my head.
No.
I mean, honestly, back in the day, it was a lot like more prodigious than it is now. Now it's kind of like Sentai is the only one really doing serious like, oh my god, it's. I mean, okay. Actually, I'll make this easy because it hasn't changed that much. Where's that image?
I guess they don't really do like T-shirts nowadays. That's very
well. Okay, so the problem with the T-shirts is, what size T-shirt do you put in the box?
True. Yeah, very true.
Because when I would get these T-shirts, they were all medium. I don't know about you, but I don't think the average anime fan is a medium.
No. Sad to say no.
Right. I mean, this is an older image, but like, I mean, if you look at like that big shelf, like all those giant box sets were all from the same company.
I guess the Umaru-chan one.
Right.
Had fun in it.
I think that's the clear winner because it came with like stickers and patches and like a big guidebook and a whole bunch of stuff. No, supposedly that black one on the right side is the Gundam Wing one.
Yeah,
it's supposed to have a ton of shit in it. I have yet to open it. It's still in the wrap.
Oh, so it probably has a lot of shit in it.
And it's supposed to be the same deal with the 2 on top. That's G Gundam and 00 Gundam.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in those. They might have stuff.
I like the Robotech one to the left, the blue one. I spotted.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have the Robotech like Ultimate Collector's Edition. I've only ever
Platinum Evangelion.
Right.
Fucking hell. You can't find that nowadays, and if you do, it's like a couple of $100 easily.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much one of my most priceless pieces at this point, because like, no one's ever going to re-release that dub, and the new dub sucks. I'm sorry, it sucks. It's so bad. It's so bad. I watched an episode of it with a friend. And I'm like, oh, what the fudge?
There's one edition that is very swaggy, and it's the Evangelion Laserdisc collection.
Yes! Oh god, yeah, I didn't have the money for it.
It's expensive, but
yes.
it's swaggy.
Right.
Very, very swaggy. I'm trying to find a picture of it on eBay that actually like does it justice, but let's see.
I think one of my favorite ones with like an Easter egg in it was probably the Monster Musume one.
Okay.
I gotta get the other picture because the inside is the joke.
Oh, ha! Nice.
Right? The titties on the inside, that shit just still slays me.
I know that the end of Evangelion Laserdisc is also very swaggy, but I want the whole show.
Right. I'm super excited because Is It Wrong to Pick Up the Girl Season 2 is getting a special edition, and that shit's gonna be ridiculous. So, I mean, the big thing is that like there's really not very many companies left doing like serious collector's editions. Like when they do it, it's mediocre stuff. But who's messaging me? Huh? Oh, that's the thing. Love is destruction.
Yeah, like they made every in that box case. They made every episode have like a cover. It's
right.
Insane how much.
It's a pretty serious collection, if I remember correctly.
It's about
it's
about $250 at this point.
Hang on, Tazz. Sorry, man. What?
Oh yeah.
Don't think I have sound.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
It also came with this. It came with like a sketch thing.
Where did I put that? Oh, we had such a weird, like, miasma of box sets too. Because you have stuff like Future Formula or Cyber Formula Future GPX, where it looks like a box set, but it's just like 2 bread boxes inside.
Yeah.
These are like the thin packs. It's really weird. You got me thinking now. I'm like looking at my stuff like, what the hell I got going on?
Ah, here we go. I finally found a picture. You got a plushie as well. And key rings. Ah, here we go.
Woo, key ring! No one could live without
Like a telephonic card thing.
Yeah, the telephone cards.
This is basically like, yes, please, who would like this? Thank you. Please don't scam me. $100 in shipping. Huh.
What? Wait. What?
Oh wow. There's a Lupin the Third Laserdisc box for $1,200.
Wow. No way. What? Seriously? What? No way. Really? Holy shit, I gotta send an email. They missed something in my order.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit. I didn't think that was possible. I don't even know if they'll even honor it because they claim they shipped it to me, but I gotta check my orders and see. Open this. I got 2 orders temporarily. So this is their percentage. Okay, so that's what they claim. That's going to you. Seven. Wait. What? Oh! Wait, what? Whoa. What? Holy shit, hang on. Sorry, okay then.
Okay? What did they forget?
Or what did you forget?
I didn't forget anything. So they said they shipped an item in that last order. It's attached in the next order.
Okay.
So I pulled the packing slip to make sure I had everything out of that box before I put it in the pile of things I've got to recycle. And I'm looking through this. I'm like, yeah. We talked about that. I'm like, Isekai Quartet. Why? I don't have that. I'm like going through the cardboard and everything. Like, no, it's not in there. And so I'm like, okay, I gotta send an email. So, but I'm like, let me look at my orders quick. And then like I look at the order for it, and it's like shipped 8/3, and I'm like, what? But it was on that order slip. So I pulled the email for the shipment that's coming tomorrow, and it's on that shipment.
Okay.
Super confused.
Well, at least you're getting it.
Right. Everything is fine. I'm like, they've never ever forgot to pack something that was on a list. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? Oh, we're good. Everything's fine. Cupcake is having a moment of, oh shit. What else do I have that's pending fulfillment? I got 2 other orders that are pending. What is pending? Okay, that's the Emma order, which is not going to be done for a while due to COVID. What's missing? Oh, wow! I'm still from March? When did I make this order? From March, I'm still waiting on the original Cutie Honey.
Oh.
Like, the OG Cutie Honey from, like, 1970-something. That still has to come back into stock. I'm just gonna, like, 6 months from now, I'll be talking to Keeks, like, I got a shipment? I haven't ordered anything in, like, weeks? I don't know what this is. I'm honestly shocked they haven't canceled it on me. I think I'm still waiting on... Shit.
Oh shit, the completion is just came out with a video about what the fuck controllers.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Right. I can dig it, sucker.
Can you?
Who was that, Booker T? I can dig it?
Yes, that is Booker T.
I know that my memory holds good for 20 years. That is true.
Oh boy, I think I'm actually thinking of hitting the hay.
Yeah, you should probably go to bed. You don't want to stay up till 4 a.m. like the last time.
Yeah, last night was interesting. It was fun though.
It was.
Oh, holy crap, we're almost at 2 hours.
Exciting times we live in.
Very. So I think I will wave goodbye.
Bye, Tazz.
Have a nice day.
Bye, Tazz.
Have a nice
Sleep
day.
well.
Be safe.
He'll be back. Mark my word.
Well, yeah, eventually he'll be back.
I mean, not for the podcast. I mean, I assume we're basically almost done because what else are we going to talk about? Plus, you actually have to edit this, so. Ugh.
Yeah. Is there anything left to talk about? We did your box. I answered his question. We talked a little bit about anime and Ren and Stimpy. What else happened in the news? That we would care to talk about.
Not much. I mean, same malaise of American politics that has dominated the news for God knows how long.
Yes.
I mean, I started watching Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card, which has been interesting. Not super far, but I'm like a couple episodes in. That was fun.
I'm meant to get back to watching that, but my body and I have not been getting along lately.
I've been doing this thing called work, and I've just been so tired. And then I got off yesterday, and Tazz wanted to play games, so that's what we did. So, yeah, I've watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes of like 26. So, yeah, it'll be a little while before I'm done. Probably watch some more tonight since Tazz will be sleeping.
How many episodes do I have left?
Probably not as many as I do.
Well, no. I am not logged in.
What a show.
I have 4 episodes left to watch.
Yeah, so you're like done, and I'm like just starting.
You know what I will recommend that's not anime based and only works for you if you have a Netflix account?
What?
The Old Guard.
Yeah, people are talking big stuff about it.
It's got great queer representation. It's got Charlize Theron, so it automatically wins there because it's an action flick.
Right.
And that woman just gets better with age.
Yeah, she's like a wine. She just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think we've basically done what we can do. Plus, we have enough to edit as it is. Kill you.
I also have a bathroom I have to go clean.
Yeah. Well, you guys are probably pretty good about keeping it clean, so.
No, we are not.
Oh no! Every time I go into my bathroom on my days off, my toilet's like, kill me. And I'm like, how did you gain sentience?
Okay, let's call it here.
Okay.
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki, Cupcake, and Tazz. Hope you enjoyed the show, cause if you didn't, there isn't much we can do about it. Sorry. Be safe, my fellow internet beings.
Bye, Cupcake.
Bye, Kiki.